Hello, and thank you. Thanks for joining me on the NBA Economy Show. Like we said, we're going to join whenever there is new news, breaking news. Um, there is definitely comes some not only not sure if you call it concern or they think Yabusele may actually be traded today, and it's not from a rumor just put out by someone else, but Yabusele's own words. He has posted on Twitter, and actually, we could actually look at what he posted on Twitter. Um, yeah, some definitely words that probably intimate that he's going to be traded today out of New York, and we'll look at that. And he actually posted this in the middle of the night. So this is like around like 1 in the morning. He says, whatever happens tomorrow, I'm extremely blessed to be in this position I am today. Minor setback for a major comeback. That's my favorite. Love y'all. Number 777. One thing about Yabusele, and when he usually posts on social media, he usually actually responds because there has been situations where people have misread what he said, and there is no response from him himself. The only response that kind of sticks out right here, Mitchell Robinson. What's this about, big dog? So just a thought. Um, he may be traded because this looks like he is talking about basketball. This does look like he is talking about his less than positive time in New York coming to an end. So, where would he go? I know Yabusele hasn't had the best time in New York. Coming into the year, we thought he was going to be not a six man. We thought he was going to be the equivalent of Deuce in the front court. Someone who was going to eat up major minutes, back at power forward, backup small forward, and he has really struggled to stay in the rotation. It seems that he's just getting minutes just so that he doesn't get DMPs. He did get our TP MLE, so he signed for just under the $5.5 million, so that we can fit another contract in there. But his time in New York has been a disappointment. One destination that has been rumored is the Pelicans. And what may happen why may that be happening today is the Indiana Pacers also want to engage with the Pelicans for one player in particular. And we're going to go take a look at a trade machine and see if we can kind of do this out. So we're in Fanspo. And we're going to go put in the Knicks. And we are going to put in the Pelicans. So one player in particular has been sticking out, and that is Yves Misi. And why does Yves Misi is interesting is because if you look on the roster, the Knicks have Mitchell Robinson, Karl-Anthony Towns, Ariel Huck-Porty, and in the two-way slot, you have Trey Jameson. So you have four players already who could play center. Yabusele is kind of the guy He thought maybe he could play a little center, but he's not really that great at it. So, is Yves Missi a need? Well, not currently. So you have to think maybe the Knicks are moving a center. Maybe not in this trade, but in a separate trade. So how do you get Yves Missi at 3.3 million? And we'll kind of look at how it's structured. He has a team option next year and a team option in 2027. So we see he's kind of a long-term contract. So this is in a rental. Players that we can trade him for. We could put two minimums together and trade. But the problem is if you put two minimums together, you need to cover the spot that you left open. So if you put two minimums together, yes, you can get Yves Missi back. But you would need, because you would now be 13 players, you would need to sign a player. And if that player isn't a rookie you could sign for 1.2, it would be 2 million. So signing, if we did two minimums and then we try to sign Kevin McCullough, it wouldn't work. And let me show you that there. Kevin McCullough. Sorry. Let me take McCullough out of there. Let's say we traded Kolek. Kolek. And let's just say Pakum Dadie. And this one may actually work. You will create 1.6 in space. How much second apron space you would have if you did that trade? Because you remember you're creating one spot. 1.8 million. And that's not enough to even sign Kevin McCullough. So, to those who thinks it's Pakum Dadie and Tyler Kolek, not likely unless there's a second trade that's happening at the same time. Okay. So if the Knicks are interested in Yves Missi, Yabusele creates $2.2 million. Apron space, $2.2 million. It's enough to get an NBA minimum. Or you could sign McCullough. So Yves Missi is a center. He's not a power forward. So you kind of have to think of what are they going to do after that trade. Perhaps a second trade to bring in a big wing or a power forward. So Gershon Yabusele. What do I think this likely trade would be? Gershon Yabusele. Second round pick. And probably cash, since there's we'll look at, actually, let's look at this. This trade would put them over the tax limit. So let's go rework this again. I know a lot of people were saying there's another player we would like on the Pelicans. His name is Jose Alvarado. And we say that doesn't work on its own. $2.3 million off. For Gershon Yabusele, Pacom Dadier. You create about a $500,000 more in space. Total space after 642,000. It is not enough to sign a 15 player until March. Or was it? Yeah, probably March. To get a 15th player. But you get Jose Alvarado, Yves Misi. To do that, I think the Knicks would have to put in more picks. I'm hoping that they would not ask for the Washington pick. Okay. So this is what the most likely trade I will have. Gershon Yabusele, Pacom Dadier, two second round picks. I put in 2026, but it could be in any year. For Jose Alvarado, Yves Misi, and probably some cash going the Pelicans' way. So let's see if this does come to fruition. If the Knicks pull this off, defense would be improved. Also, the inexperience of Ariel Hukporti would be fixed. You really couldn't trust him behind Mitchell Robinson. The thing is, Yves Misi is playing the amount of minutes that Mitchell Robinson is currently playing. So the question is, could Mitchell Robinson be put in a trade very soon? So we have to keep an eye on that. So if this trade does go down, I would be on Mitch watch. I would be on Mitch watch because Hukporti is developing. Cat is the starter, and Yves Misi can very well back up Cat. And the way Mitch's contract is in the Knicks, how they usually don't deal with uncertainty well. They usually trade you if they can't come to a contract extension. That contract extension did not come this summer. He has done well, but also, as well as he's done, if he leaves this summer, it's a disaster. Also, as well as he's played, he's created some value. So if Mitchell Robinson is traded, you can get a nice large wing to shore up the roster, or you may be able to grab you a low first round pick, a very low first round pick, or a bunch of seconds, and that could get you closer to Giannis trade. So that is something to keep in mind. I really want to just keep you guys up to date of what's going on and the different scenarios you should look out for. So keep it locked to NBA Economy Show. Please like and subscribe. We'll go live anytime there's Knicks news or even NBA news. So I do hope to go live a little later today, and we'll discuss another NBA topic. But thank you for joining. Please like, subscribe. I do have a little Cash App information if you want to support. But please really support us. I'd like to say thank you, and you have a great day.